Hi, welcome Geminis. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, so am I. I'm a new content creator named Chloe Conscious. I'm doing readings for Gemini today, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, or any energy that is amplified in Gemini in your chart because of the transits going on. So today is actually a new moon in Virgo if you practice modern, or Leo in traditional. And I'm doing this reading for the third week of September for you guys. Hopefully this new moon reading is very accurate and you set your intentions for the month, for the next 28 days for this lunar cycle. All right, so I pre-shuffled the deck. I did my prayer of intention, and I'm gonna see what advice, not necessarily advice, what we're gonna be expecting in the next few days. Next week. So, what should we expect for Geminis for this upcoming week of September? My friends, giving and receiving. Oh, I love that. Sharing is caring. All right, my little Care Bears. Which Care Bear are you today? I loved Care Bears as a kid. You know, this wanted to come out, but it didn't. It was Observe. I'm going to put it back in because it didn't want to be out, but Observe. Saying, pay attention to this. Okay. All right. We are yes, love that. We have 6 of Pentacles and then 7 of Pentacles. So we're waiting to see the fruits of our labor come up. We planted seeds. Let's see if they what they grow into. Cards flipped. Cards flipped. Just these two. Okay. I have also, adjusting, I also have 4 of Pentacles and third eye chakra. Interesting message here. I kind of assumed this when I first saw these two, and then with the 4 of Pentacles, it kind of just, I felt like it clarified it for me, but it feels like you're setting a little bit of expectations for sharing. I don't know, like you have an ulterior motive to something. Like you think, oh, well, if I be nice to this person, I share my lunch or whatever, maybe they'll buy me lunch, or, you know, or if I offer them some of my granola, maybe they'll offer me a piece of their cake. And it's like, I'm sorry, I get it. I see you want to share, you want to be nice, but really, I know you're eyeballing that cake. Are you not? Are you not having ulterior motives there? I mean, it's genuine. It's nice. Thank you for being thoughtful and nice. But what happens if this person doesn't share with you? Well, what happens if they do and it's not what you expect and you're unhappy? What if the cake is nasty? What if you're lactose intolerant and it's a tres leches cake? Huh? What then? What then? I mean, you must have known it going into it, but dang. Anyways, it's like, obviously you knew it going into it. Third eye chakra. You knew it going into it, but it seems like you're being maybe a little too frivolous. When I see this, oh, okay, I hear something. It's probably someone watching a video in a different room, but anyways, these this 4 of Pentacles here, it kind of makes me feel like maybe you're being a little frivolous. Maybe they're wanting to share with you something and you're like, no, I don't want to share. I'm good with what I got. I'm happy right here. thank you, but no thank you. And they're the ones with ulterior motives, like, dang, that granola's looking mighty delicious. Is it homemade? My mama makes homemade granola too. And they want some of it. Just kidding. My mama don't make no granola. Did you believe that? I bet you did. I bet you did. Anyways. It seems like there's like some type of giving and receiving that is like there's an ulterior motive. Somebody wants something from the other person, and one person is being way too like frivolous, like doesn't want to share, rigid. I'm only getting rigid because it says clarity of belief. Interesting. Heck, this may not even be about food. I mean, obviously it's not about food, but that was just my analogy. It could definitely be about, well, it could have been about. All right, sorry, I ran out of storage. So, I was saying is, it feels like maybe rigid, you or someone else is being rigid with their beliefs, and maybe you guys are just trying to like, I don't know, get on the same page like spiritually, or like on some type of different perspectives you guys have. And it seems like maybe one of you is more open-minded than the other and is trying to open them up. Like if it's a political thing, like if somebody's Republican and the other person's how dare I forget? I forgot. But you know what? You know what I'm trying to say though, right? Like, that's how you know I really like, I don't even want to get in that world of politics. Universe was like, drop it already. I couldn't even get anywhere with that. So, but if that's what it is, or somebody who's got spiritual beliefs or has maybe like an opinion, a strong one, and it seems like maybe somebody has slowly been trying to make the other person a little bit more open-minded. Yeah. Either universe wants you to let it go, or you're dropping it, or they're dropping it. Someone's like, look, I can't do this whole facade with you of wanting to, like, can we just agree to disagree? And one person's like, no, that's the easy thing to do. But why? If I'm gonna spend time and energy with you, I might as well make an effort for us to kind of come to a consensus on having similar interests and beliefs and mindsets and lifestyles, so that way we can be in alignment with each other. Because it's hard to be in alignment with somebody who is literally your polar opposite, right? But yeah, someone is nurturing this, whoever it is, trying to influence the other. Yeah, someone's trying to open them up, have them be a little bit less, have them be a little bit more passionate. It says share the love. I think it's interesting. There's a lot of sharing going on. Sharing of this. Kind of feel like it could be pregnancy related too, now that I'm looking at it, for some of you, because giving and receiving, literally the definition of sex, awaiting results, dun dun dun, open up. It seemed like maybe you guys came to like an agreement maybe to have kids, or an agreement of something, where you're bringing something into this world, whether it be a child or not. And it seems like you guys put it out there, and now you're letting go of it. Like you planted the seed, you watered it, and now you're kind of letting nature take its course, right? It's saying nurture, but nature's really taking its course, right? And this card is a fertility card also. Observe Look at all the different versions of herself watching her. Crazy, right? It's like, oh, what choice am I gonna make? Who am I gonna be in this life? How am I gonna present myself? Like, there's so many versions of us that exist, because I totally believe in the idea of everything happening all at once, multiple versions of me coexisting at the same time in different dimensions, in different realities, experiencing everything all together all at once, right? I totally believe that. And I feel like this card is kind of saying you can attract, at least for me, this card always lets me know, hey, you can attract whatever version of yourself you want to be. Sharing love, like, come on, is that not pregnancy back there? Like, I don't know, like, it's obviously very relationship involved. Like, maybe you're just starting a new relationship with somebody and you guys are really just trying to, I feel like there's like this type of mesh where there's an effort, at least on one party, if not both, trying to come together and create a future together, or like trying to align each other's values to one, if that makes sense. But it feels definitely one person's doing it. So if it's not you, it's probably somebody else doing it to you. Interesting. And new vitality, it's like passion, but also it's like having new energy, new life, right? Does that not remind you of pregnancy? It's like there's a future coming together here. Like, obviously this is telling a story of something that's happening, right? Even in the mind's eye. There is something going to well, this seems like it is transpiring. You guys are sharing beliefs. Somebody's trying to indoctrinate the other. I don't know what the hell is going on. It could be any of those, by the way, because there's so many different Geminis going through different experiences. So this will resonate in the way that your situation is. And like I said, also just check out where Gemini is in your in your charts. See where this energy is really affecting you too. But I want to get some advice, because advice always helps with clarity, you know? So what's going on? What advice do you have today, spirit animals, for my friendly Gemini twins? Oh, this one did like a 360. It came out and then it changed its mind. But you know what I said? You're invited to the party. Come out anyways. Okay. All right. I have 5 different animals here. If any of these are your spirit guides, your spirit animals, or if you've been getting messages from these animals because you constantly see them, just take this as confirmation for you. But it says lighten up. It's kind of making it feel like you're like now that I think about it, which is what it felt like, is that somebody was trying to do this to you. That whole situation I was talking about, maybe it sounds like somebody's trying to like ease you into opening up, being less rigid, less frivolous with your money, trying to get you to expand your horizons mentally, spiritually, to new experiences, and open. And it doesn't have to be open to a truth, like what they're saying is true. It's just saying that maybe there's a perspective that you're missing in all of it. But anyways, frog, clear out the clutter, purification. Let's do some detoxing and some cleansing. And I feel like that does coincide with what I kind of just said, because you don't want old thinking patterns and behaviors to be the reason that it's clogging up your life, clogging the drains. Like, we naturally have drains in our body, right? Like, I think we understand that for purification purposes and cleansing, detoxifying, our body naturally does it. There are some things where we have to put in the work, like with the lymphatic, we can help our lymphatic system. And then within your personal life, you know, if it's decluttering the house, or if it's organizing your space at work, or if it's kind of organizing your thoughts and finally taking the time to think about those things that you've been avoiding, like, you know, if it is politics, it's like finally time to sit down and say, all right, let's figure this the fuck out. Or if it's religion, it's time I open a book, take a crack at it, and see what the hype is about. Not that you have to believe it, but maybe to the point where you have to stop, like, deflecting it. You know, like, you're so against this thing. I don't know why. It's like you're giving a fixed energy, like you're a fixed sign, but you're not, Gemini. You're really not. But anyways, let go of control. You know why? Because you're not a fixed sign. All right, stop trying to control things. Buffalo, abundance. You are provided for in all ways. I hope that helps. Pelican, let go of judgments. I think that this one's important too. This one's just for love. Universe wants to remind you, like, hey, just so you know, in the middle of this, I want to let you know I love you, and that this perspective I'm giving you is not because I want you to believe everything that's happening, you know, or if you guys are coming together to coincide. Like, universe really just wants to support you with being open to trying new things, because you never know, you may like something might be for your palate, it could be your taste, you know. And how would you know if you don't try it? What are you scared of? Backlash from society, from societal norms? I don't know about you. I'm like on the border of Gen Z and millennial, so if you know this Gen Z, the thing about Gen Zs is that most of us, we're gonna live life mostly open-minded, and if somebody's gonna hate, let them fucking hate, period. We're gonna try new things. We don't care what anybody says. We have to learn it for ourselves, but also not in the way where, like, stupid things where we need to learn from ourselves, but in the way where, you know, we don't care about a stigma or if it's taboo, because you're entitled to your opinion, and I need to find out why it's taboo because I don't understand. And I think that's what the universe wants you to do, is stop being so, you or somebody else is being a little too against those taboo things. Let's get this card first. It flipped. Protect your boundaries. I feel like all these cards keep coming up as if they're saying, like, somebody's trying to do this to you, trying to get you to open up. And it's like, yeah, protect your boundaries. But I always let people know that having boundaries is a form of self-love, right? It's the best form of self-love that you can have, because you're pretty much letting people know, hey, this is how you can respect me. And if you wish to not do that and not honor that, you may leave. You do not need to be a part of my life. It's that simple. And that takes a lot of self-love, to know your worth and demand it. But with that being said, you know, if any of these things that are challenging you to be a little bit more open-minded and try new things, if they are in any way affecting your self-love in a negative way, then it's not for you. But if it does happen to be beneficial for you, then it is something that is for you. And not in a way where you have to change your whole lifestyle and embody this thing, you know? Like you try shrooms once and then you become a shaman or something. It's like, no, you don't have to do that unless that's your calling. But I'm just saying that, you know, it's okay to like have some perspective and see if it's for you, because you may have an experience and say, you know what, I'm glad that I had that and it just reaffirms my beliefs. Or, you know, that was really worth the experience. I'm still not going to head in that direction, but I am in a new direction that I was not in before, and I'm a little bit more open to different kinds of experiences. So pause for reflection, look within your life as to where you're being a little hard on yourself, where all those judgments were coming in, because I could have sworn there was a judgment card coming out. Not the actual judgment in the major arcana, but like I kind of sensed that there was like a judgment of some kind, whether it was internal on yourself or society pressuring you, or just your upbringing. You're taught that some things were taboo, and you know, the stigma, you shouldn't like them, and you're like, I don't even know why, I was just told that, I was just raised that way. But anyways, and create the life that is meant for you. And honestly, that's the point. The point is for you to just have some firm boundaries, go out there and experiment, so that way you can define for yourself what is important to you. I think that's an important message, especially for like people who grew up religious and they're still religious to this day and they've like never strayed away. It's like, I don't admire that. I admire some qualities of the dedication and the faith and the work and, you know, things of that nature. Like, there are things to admire about it, but at the same time, it's like, you just were born into this. You never questioned how your ancestors were oppressed into believing this. Like, you never questioned if any of this is true. Like, you never wanted to read anything else to see if it makes sense. You didn't want to find any evidence to support what your beliefs are, you know, things of that nature. And I think that's what the universe wants for you to do, is kind of just poke you a little bit and see what's meant for you. Because there are people who leave religions and then go back to it eventually, and it's like, that's totally normal, you know? And if that's what is meant for you, at least you can say, hey, I was able to learn from this experience, and now I am so confident in myself and my beliefs and my boundaries and who I am as a person today. At least you can just get it out the way. And it's not in a way where you have to shame yourself for having doubt in yourself or for questioning things that you were told were bad, when so many people don't think that. So I suggest just opening up, being a little bit more open-minded, and having fun with it. You know, don't judge yourself if you don't understand, okay? Like, there's no need to feel shame for something you're not getting. So look into that stuff, learn about it, absorb it, practice what works best for you, okay? That is my message for you, Geminis, and I hope that this helped. Please let me know in the comments below what it is that you were being very stuck on. Because I'm actually pretty curious. I mean, I can see this perspective. Both my parents are Geminis, so I got a lot of Gemini influence around me and my family. So yeah, so let me know how it goes. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next week, my favorite twins. Bye.